After not going to a bowl last year, does this team have the leadership in the upper class? It doesn't have the experience, certainly, of a bowl, but it has the leadership.
You know what? The leadership, whether you go to a bowl game or not, is developed to me over the course of your off season and your season. So it really, to me, if you say, well, you don't have as much bowl experience, I don't buy that, because what happens, and I've been in places where we sat out one year and came back the next two and played for national championships. So your leadership is really going to be key when you get down to the bowl game, making sure that everybody's on the same page and keep doing things the right way. Because it confusion, you have a system, and now you go to a bowl game and everything's a little bit out of whack. It's a different bed, it's a different atmosphere, it's a different practice facility. Your meeting rooms are different. It's keeping everybody on the same page, being organized, understanding the purpose that you're there for the game.
Have you seen that gamut from all the bowls that you prep for? I mean, you hear coaches, they say, well, we look bad and then we play good, or we look great and we play bad. What is the constant?
It's interesting. As you know, I've been to a lot of bowl games, obviously, I've coached, and there's times that, you think you're ready to go, you're not, and vice versa. I don't put much stock, sometimes I go out for warm-ups, like, man, we look bad today, we play great. Sometimes I think we play great and we're not. I mean, there's been a couple of bowl games where we've actually had to slow it down because we were ready too early. There's a way you want to pitch this thing right, and because I remember one time talking to Joe, and I said, Coach, we're ready too early. And he said, well, why don't you put something new, and we're not going to use it, but act like we are. Just because you don't want them to get, it's a very interesting dichotomy how you go about. Everybody has a different philosophy on the preparations, but once again, it's a reward for the players. They deserve it. They deserve to have fun. They deserve to do it, but understand why we're there.
Well, think back to that '87 Fiesta Bowl. You guys beat Miami. What were some of the things there, the key things that made you guys do what you did? That's one of the great wins of all time.
Yeah, like this, it was. It really
was.
It was one of the great games.
That was an awesome football team to beat.
So let me tell you this, we had practice scheduled the day before the game, and he walked in, Coach Paterno walked in, I was sitting there by myself, and he said to me, hey, is that thing okay with that? He mentioned something. I said, yeah, we're fine. He goes, oh, good, we're going to cancel practice today. We canceled practice the day before the game. He said, we're ready to play. So, I'm like, oh boy, that my breakfast kind of came up, my bacon, but I would like to go on out again, as all coaches do, But there's a time when you just have to know when your guys are ready to play. This is a very different bowl game. The trip's very shorter. It's not, we would go down a lot longer, longer period of time. How we did it, you could do that then. Now it's a little different how they allow you to go. So it's, everybody get your work here, let them go. I mean, there's a lot of different ways.
I was going to say the points of success is many different paths.
Yeah, many different paths. But I think, the biggest point of success is always being mentally ready to go, understand your opponent, be the most excited team on the field, get off to a good start, understand, get caught up to speed in the first quarter, and tackle well, especially in space. Because these bowl games is usually, and the other thing is you have to remember in bowl games, they've had what amounts to be around a month. So there's always going to be, some, we would call it do-ritsu, but there'll be something, some trick, there'll be something you hadn't thought about because they have all that time to get stuff done.